Hey there, everybody. Welcome to an America's Got Talent video where we want to really celebrate more than anything else the victory of Brandon Leake last night. I am so thrilled about it. There's a lot of things I want to say, but I don't want to say them all like right away as we kick off this video. But it was a very exciting evening, a very exciting sort of change up for this show. I'm excited to get into it, and we've got a number of things to say. So before we do, if you guys do like this video, give us a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more, and support us further. Check those links to the store and also our Patreon.
Brandon, we are so happy for you. You are somebody that has really changed the talent genre in general, because before you, you're watching this or something, I never thought that we would see somebody doing spoken word poetry on a talent show, which is crazy to me because it is such a talent. Poetry, being able to perform poetry. And so I'm really excited that Brandon won this show. I didn't expect it. I just didn't think that people were going to understand it, because a lot of times people see poetry and they're just like, oh, it's poetry and it's all, being snooty or whatever. And it's not like that.
I'll admit that going into this, I sort of thought if he could just make top 5, I think it's going to be a big win for the craft, because I remember when I was on Beauty and the Geek like more than a decade ago, and they coined me as the poet because I was a poet. I mean, I still love poetry and I still like writing it and all this other stuff, but it was sort of the indication that they were sort of hinting at there was that, okay, poetry is not cool, that it is what defines me as a nerd that I do this. And I mean, I was certainly never ashamed of it or anything, but that was sort of the relationship that a lot of people had to poetry, and even still going into this season, that was the relationship people had. And I just think this is just groundbreaking for poetry as just a form of expression. I understand that there's not always going to be millions of people out there doing spoken word poetry, and I don't want to read too much into it, but I think it is hugely significant for a lot of people out there who are younger and maybe sort of thinking about how they want to express themselves. It's just such a way to showcase vulnerability, your sense of self, and it is a talent that requires so much preparation and time and passion and bravery. I mean, Brandon was so brave in talking about so many different things, topical issues, his family, his heart. Like, I felt every word of it.
So did I. And I'm so thankful that he was on this show, and I'm really thankful that he's won. And I know it's a weird time right now, so one of the things that he's supposed to be going to do is do a show in Vegas, but now it's like, Vegas is open, but it's such a strange time out there that I just don't know when that's all going to kind of come together. I'm not sure, because it's Vegas specifically, which is known as like a city of, drinking and partying, are people then going to be like, oh, I want to go and see a poetry show? But there are other exhibits and acts there, like at the Luxor. I think right now they have the Titanic exhibit there, which is something that's not for people that are like, oh, let's gamble and drink and be crazy, right? There are other things there that I just don't know when he's going to get a chance to actually get there and perform.
I think the most important thing is, regardless of where the venue is or how it works or anything else, is that I'm hoping that with his win, people can sort of start to open their minds a little bit to this as something that is enriching and something that they can take something really away from. It's sort of like when you go to a concert, you go because you want to feel something, whether it's jubilation or excitement or sing along. And for this, you get to see such like a raw point of view and a perspective that you don't get anywhere else, and it can move you, and you have to open your eyes to it. And that is the real takeaway that I have coming out of this, is just that eyes are opened.
Yeah, and there isn't like, between music and poetry, there is a marriage here. I mean, music and lyrics are very closely married to poetry.
Yeah.
So while, there's, of course, was lots of great singers this season, having someone who's, being able to sort of do that same thing as a musician and bring those lyrics into a different format. I just think it's really exciting. It is very different. I loved seeing something different. And with so many singers this season,
Yeah.
I'm shocked that a singer didn't win.
I legitimately thought that I thought going in that Roberta might do it. I was surprised she finished where she did. I mean, I was a little surprised Broken Roots was as high as they were, but people love country music, and so I guess that kind of speaks to that. I think maybe the number of singers, they hurt each other to some degree, but I'm not complaining. Brandon is my favorite winner of America's Got Talent since Kenichi a long time ago. He's different, he's moving, he's refreshing. It means a lot to me as a poet to see someone like him win, and I hope it means a lot to people out there who are nervous of expressing themselves, that this is something that can be for you, and it's fun, and it's imaginative. Just do it.
Yes, and Brandon, if you happen to be traveling around, come to SoCal. I'd love to go see you.
We will.
Because I know you're watching this, right? Of course.
Right.
That's what you're spending your time doing.
This is Scrooge McDuck, like, rolling in the money at this moment. But massive congratulations, Brandon. We are so happy for you.
We're really happy for you. We love you.
Really great winner, I think, for this season, for where we are, the emotional resonance of it. But let us know what you thought about the America's Got Talent finale, Brandon's win, in the comments. And if you did enjoy this discussion, this celebration, if you will, give us a like, subscribe, support us further. Check those links to the store, our Patreon, and we'll see you here next time.